The more you open your life up for display, the more you give the world a permit to tear it down. It's a harsh truth of the modern age. We're conditioned to broadcast every win, every meal, and every grind session. But there is a sociological phenomenon most people miss. The moment you announce your intentions, you invite the gravity of other people's opinions to pull you back down to their level. But imagine a different path. Imagine disappearing. I'm talking about ghost mode, a period of intentional isolation where you stop talking and start becoming. There is something intoxicating about working in the shadows, becoming unavailable, unreachable, and obsessively committed to the next version of yourself. The excitement doesn't come from the likes you get today. It comes from the quiet knowledge that when you finally reappear, your transformation will be so radical, it will shock the world. But here's the kicker. By the time you do emerge, you won't care about the shock. You'll have learned in the silence that the only opinion that ever mattered was your own. In this video, I'm breaking down the shadow protocol into 3 phases: the art of disappearance, how to cut the noise; the work in the shadows, what to actually do while you're gone; and the reappearance, how to handle the new you. Pay attention. If you mess up the third part, the first 2 won't matter. Let's descend. Step 1. Weaponize your silence. Your mouth is your greatest traitor. We have a biological urge to spill, to share our plans, because it gives us a cheap hit of dopamine. When you tell someone, "I'm starting a business," your brain tricks you into feeling like you've already done it. To disappear, you must kill that urge. From this moment on, you no longer speak openly about your trajectory. Not to your coworkers, not to your friends, and, this is the hard part, not even to your family. The only exception is a life partner who is already in the trenches with you. Practical exercise. Next time someone asks what's new with you, practice the art of being boring. Say, "Not much, just staying busy." Watch how they stop asking. You aren't being rude, you're being protective. Step 2. Kill the internal audience. We all live as if there's a camera following us, judging our every move based on what they would think. You need to perform a psychological lobotomy on that part of your brain. To stay hidden, you must realize that people don't actually care about you. They care about how you reflect back on them. The mind hack. Create a mental avatar of your highest self. This is the only person you're allowed to impress. Before every action, ask, "Would the 2.0 version of me be proud of this?" If the answer is yes, do it. If the answer is no, discard it. You are no longer a puppet of social expectation. You are the architect of a secret empire. Step 3. Guard the blueprint. You're going to develop ambitious plans. You'll want to scream them from the rooftops. Don't you dare. Think of your plans like the password to a vault containing $10 million. You wouldn't post that on your Instagram story, would you? Every time you leak a detail of your plan, you bleed energy. If you need expert advice, be surgically intentional. Find the specific person who has the knowledge, pay for their time or offer value, extract the information like a spy, and then retreat back into the shadows. No small talk, no showing off, just data extraction. Step 4. Hide the progress. This is where most people fail. You'll start seeing results. Your jawline will get sharper. Your bank account will tick up. Your mind will feel clearer. The temptation to flex will be overwhelming. You'll want to post that progress shot. Don't. Flexing mid-transformation is a sign of weakness. It means you're still seeking external validation. If you stop to celebrate at the 50% mark, you lose the momentum required to reach 100%. Use that flex energy and pour it back into the work. Recycle your pride into more effort. Step 5. Bleed in private. Shadow work isn't all cool montages. It's going to hurt. You will hit walls. You will feel mental fatigue that makes you want to crawl back to your old comfortable life. When you hit those moments of despair, when you want to cry or scream, do it alone. Don't call a friend for comfort. Don't go to your family for pity. Scream into a pillow, patch up your own wounds, and get back to work. When you learn to comfort yourself, you become indestructible. You realize that you are the only support system you truly need. This builds a beast mode mentality that can't be taught in a seminar. Step 6. Picking your targets. Transformation requires a target. You can't just disappear to get better. You disappear to become specific. I will build a business that generates 10K a month. I will reach 10% body fat. I will master the skill of high-ticket sales. Write these down. Tape them to your wall where only you see them. Step 7. The total obsession. Every waking hour must revolve around crushing these targets. Time box your day. If you aren't sleeping, eating for fuel, or working, you are wasting the shadow period. Move your life to support the goal. If that means moving closer to the gym or cutting out friends who just want to drink on weekends, do it without explanation. Remember, you've disappeared. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your absence. Here is the secret they don't tell you about the shadow protocol. By the time you have actually achieved your transformation, by the time you are ready to reappear, you will realize you don't need to. The version of you that craved attention is dead. The new you has found a profound, calming peace in the shadows. You've become one with the work. You'll find that you prefer the mystery. You'll keep pushing for bigger goals, not for the applause, but for the sheer joy of the hunt. You didn't just change your habits, you changed your soul. Now the question is, are you ready to go ghost? If you're committed to the shadow period, comment, "I am disappearing" below. It's your first contract with yourself.